Good evening, everyone. My name is Theron Jacobson. I'm the City of Verona Director of Public Works, and you are here for the public information meeting for the intersection expansion of County Highway PB and County Highway M at the southeast corner of the city. And I am recording this presentation tonight, and I will post this to the website. Like I said, Theron Jacobson, Public Works Director. The agenda tonight, I'll just go over the meeting logistics, the project team, project overview, the construction schedule, the traffic impacts, and the detours, the communication, and then I'll take any questions at the end. If you're new to Zoom, and if you're participating by phone only, you'll only be able to listen. Please don't use the raise hand feature during the presentation. I'll take all questions at the end. Everyone should be muted right now until it's their time to speak, and I'll give everyone an opportunity to ask any questions, statements at the end. And if you need to maximize the screen on your end, there should be a horizontal or a vertical bar in the middle of your screen. You can move that from side to side to change the views. The overview figure for the intersection of M and PB. The core work is at the intersection of M and PB. You're going to hear me say that a lot tonight. One of the new infrastructure elements that is going to be installed right away is actually a traffic signal at the eastbound off-ramp of US Highway 18151 and PB. There is no signal there currently. And then we will be upgrading the signal at the core intersection of M and PB. Currently, that's a split phase, and what a split phase signal is, and that's for the M approach. The east leg, so westbound traffic, gets a green arrow and a green ball. So left turn traffic and through traffic goes, and then everything goes red. And then the eastbound traffic gets the same movement for the green arrow and the left arrow. That will be removed as part of this project. Ultimately, we'll be adding left turn lanes to County Highway M for the eastbound and westbound direction. And then we'll also be lengthening the left turn lanes on County Highway PB that turn on to County Highway M. We will also be at the off ramp and on ramp of 18151 and PB. We will be adding a right turn lane for PB to the on ramp. And then we'll be also doing some modifications at the off ramp to clean up the right turn lane and then accommodate the signal detection on that ramp also. There is no work that is going to be done at the westbound off or on ramp that is currently signalized. I know there's maintenance and certain elements and the pavement conditions of that ramp are degrading, but WSDOT has a 2023 project that is going to address concrete repairs and then also an overlay on 18151 along the entire bypass of 18151 and then all the ramp terminals. I will thank you for the tip. I will move the mouse over the areas that I'm talking about. So like I said, the off ramp of 18151 for the westbound, there is no work being done there. The eastbound ramp terminal, we're going to signalize that and then do the right turn lane accommodations on there. M and PB, we're adding left turn lanes for County Highway M. There is no work that is going to be done at Thousand Oaks Trail and County Highway M. And then there is, as part of this project, there is no work that is going to be done at American Way and County Highway PB, but the Costco project has public improvements that they're doing that'll be extending the westbound left turn lane of American Way to County Highway PB. The construction schedule, all work is going to be completed in 2022. The project is going to start April 18th, and the first set of work is going to be the eastbound off ramp of 18151 to PB. And then May and June, there will be work on PB and M for the eastbound leg. And then for eastbound movement on the east side of PB. And then June and July will be core work on M, that is for westbound and eastbound. Please note, one of the major traffic closures that will occur is the west leg of County Highway M will be closed for a duration of time. July and August, County Highway PB, that'll be when the work in the left turn lanes is being extended. And then end of August, basically the project will be done minus restoration and minor punch list items, and everything will be open up to traffic. And I'll have my little disclaimer here. As always, construction schedules are subject to change based on weather and then material delays that are kind of occurring throughout the entire industry in all construction projects. But we're not anticipating any, but subject to change if need be. The traffic impacts I kind of highlighted in my previous statements for the overview of the project. This is a more detailed figure. I'm not going to go through the complete text in the figure to the right on the stage 1, stage 2, stage 3 closures. This figure is located on the website, and there was a link that was sent out with the PIM notification, but I also have a slide later that shows where the website can be accessed. So stage 1 work is occurring at the off ramp. The biggest impact there for traffic is the eastbound off ramp will be closed. The detour to that is to Williamsburg Way, which is up in Fitchburg. The reason for that is a US highway needs to be detoured to a US highway for traffic loadings, geometric, so truck traffic can still make the movements they need to. I can't detour a US highway to a local road, but we understand local traffic is going to kind of craft their own way and use some of the local streets through in Verona. That's anticipated, that's known, but we have to post the detour a US highway to a US highway. Stage 2 is the impact there is the right turn lane from northbound PB will be closed and reduced to eastbound County Highway M. So basically we're detouring that road a short way onto American Way, 2000 Oaks, and then back to County Highway M at the traffic signal at 1000 Oaks. American Way and 1000 Oaks are wide enough and built large enough in the business park down there to accommodate the traffic that County Highway PB and M see. And then stage 3 is where County Highway M, the west leg, so west of PB, will be closed for a duration of time. We're anticipating 6 weeks. Could be more, could be less. That'll all depend on how construction goes and weather, of course. Throughout the entire project, after stage 1 is completed, the M and PB intersection will have a temporary traffic signal located at it. So the existing signals will be removed during the project and temp signals will go up. And then once we hit the exact stage and all materials are on site, the new signal equipment will go up, and that will be fully operational at the completion of the project. So as detours and road closures are occurring, please look at the message boards that are out there. There's a photo of one in the lower left here that says left lane closed ahead. Watch those. They'll be identified of a date and what road or movement is being closed. Those are your best notifications throughout the whole project. This is an overview of the detour for the off-ramp of 18151. I understand there's not a lot of detail on here and a lot of lines, but basically the bypass is down in the southern part of the page for eastbound. Continue on 18151 up to Williamsburg Way and basically do a UE and come back down to the westbound off-ramp for County Highway PB. We understand this is ultimately a truck detour. There are trucks that utilize this area for Quick Trip, Reliant, and the other businesses within the business park and the tech park. This will be posted. The message board is up on the off-ramp currently, so just please watch out for those, and then the detour signs will be removed once the off-ramp is opened up, and then the signal at that ramp will be operational. The stage 2 detour, this is for when the right turn lane is closed for northbound PB to eastbound County Highway M. Like I said previously, that's just detoured to American Way, north up to Thousand Oaks, and east to County Highway M. And the County Highway M detour for when the west leg is closed. So this is just a Google snapshot that I drew some lines on to give everyone a more picturesque image of Verona with some key landscape marks in it that you can see in the aerial, from the Little League complex to the fire station, South Main Street, etc. The west leg of County Highway M, I got kind of boxed out in red with the crosshatching here. That's the area that's going to be closed. So the primary detour is going to be utilizing Old PB to East Verona Avenue to the main intersection at Main and Verona Avenue at the core of the city, and utilizing Main Street all the way to the opposite side of where the road closure is. And that'll be vice versa both ways. There will be lots of detour signs along this route, so just please watch the signage and such forth. There will be message boards out again in advance of when this will be closed. There are the same figures are on the website also, which is this one. So the one to the right that is on the website. And then there is a supplemental figure too also that we provided Quick Trip and Alliant and such forth that they've, if they haven't posted up on their, to their drivers and at the doors to their business, they have the rights to do so. And basically to say there is going to be access to these businesses throughout the construction project. The access off of M will be closed, but the access that ties into American Way will be fully open during construction at all times. The communication, we'll use the website for any updated information. I don't anticipate any that's going to be needed throughout the project. If there is any questions, you can feel free to coordinate with myself, Theron Jacobson, or Eric Scholes. Our contact information is at the end of the presentation. You can email us or call the main number at Public Works, which is 608-845-6695. The website information for the project, you can go to the city's website and navigate through government departments, Public Works, capital projects. And then the name for this is just County Highway PB and M intersection. Otherwise, you can just type the URL in that's noted on the screen here. And then I can take any questions at this point. You know, the presentation, there's not a lot of detail in here. The main questions are always traffic, road closures, the duration of the project, and such forth. So I can take any questions, whether anyone raises their hand or puts a question in the Q&A. I see there's a couple in there already. Thanks, Mike, for saying nice job. Are there any questions at this time? One question, do you envision those visiting Costco from 18,151 to enter via PB? That'll basically, potentially, most likely, it'll depend on what direction they're coming from. So if you're coming from the north and west, probably most likely, but we all kind of have our ways of entering and exiting destination places that we go and shop at. The easiest exit for if you need to go left is going to be to the Signal, of course, to go out Costco and then to Thousand Oaks. And that's pretty much it. There's 2 entrance points to Costco, same exit points, they're full access intersections. Next question from Jen, how will this project be coordinated with the construction of 69 between Verona and Paoli? Will them be closed at the same time? Yep, we're aware of the 69 project. The detour route to that is PB. And M will be closed at the same time that detour road is going on. We're aware of that, but that isn't going to affect the detour route for that project because it is PB to get to Verona. I mean, the primary detour is to get from Paoli 69 up to the interchange, which old PB just takes you to the interchange at 18,151 just east of 69 using the PB ramps. So that's the one reason why we wanted to get the ramp work done on 18,151 and the off ramp done initially, and also get that signal up and operational because I know it's needed. Next question, I got this up on the screen so everyone can see it, but I'll read it also. Turning left from PB to when you get off 18,151, just go to Sugar River Pizza, for example, to confirm, will there now be 2 lanes to turn left as it gets backed up? No. We're only extending the left turn lanes. We are not adding an additional left turn lane from PB to M. We are, by adding the left turn lane on County Highway M, we're going to be able to take green time away from there and add green time to the other movements, ultimately making the intersection function more efficiently. We're going to be able to move traffic through there more. There will be timing updates that we have to do to the signal once it gets operational. There will be tweaks as we go, but overall this intersection will function much better. Are there any other questions? I see nobody raising their hand. Thank you for the note there. We try to think everything through. Are there any other questions? I'll do the auctioneer approach of going once, going twice. Any other questions? Last time, third time? Okay. Thank you for attending tonight's meeting. Like I said, if there is any other follow-up questions or questions during construction that come up, please feel free to reach out to us. Our contact information is on the left side of the screen, and we can be reached at the City of Verona Public Works. Thank you again, and have a good night, everyone.